West Ham 3. Yes, you heard right. West Ham 3. Arsenal 1. That was in the last kick of the game, pretty much, where he'd thrown Martin Odegaard under the bus. He'd thrown Martinelli and Saka under the bus. His team lineup was a disgrace. Yeah. Cool. The defense and the goalkeeper, whatever. We're cool with that. It was only missing Saliba. Ramsdale was our previous first choice for 2 years. Cool. The front line, Eddie's our only striker, coming off the hat-trick. Reece, cool. Not too disappointed. Trossard, cool. But that midfield, I said it before kickoff, Kenny, and I don't know what your thoughts are. I said it before kickoff. That midfield is getting ploughed through. We should have gone with El Neni and Rice with Vieira. Yeah. Rice would have been up for it against his former club. El Neni is a steady Eddie. He'll do the donkey work in front of the back four. That'll give you an outlet for Rice to bomb forward a little bit and control that up and down Xhaka roll, and Vieira can do his thing. Then we get to half-time 1-0 down. I don't know what Benjamin White was doing, marking 2 of our own players. I don't know what our goalkeeper was doing on that corner, wiping out centre-backs when there was only 2 West Ham players there. And there's 5 Arsenal players, and we're wiping each other out and scoring own goals. But then the audacity at half-time to not make a sub. Yeah? Disgusting. Kenny, you paid money for that tonight, and I know I can see in your face, you're seething. Kenny Ken 1972, Instagram, follow him. Let go, mate. Unload the clip.
Let me tell you something now. There's words like don't take it personally, don't get personal to players, and words like forgive. This is personal now, mate. This is personal. I never ever go after players. I don't make it personal, but this is personal now. This is personal. I'm going after players, mate. I'm not going to let go. Kai Havertz, this is unforgivable, mate. You took the fucking piss today. You took the fucking piss with that performance. Because let me tell you something now. You will never, ever get away with that performance at Chelsea. And yet you're playing a derby against West Ham, a team that's won in Europe, and you produce that crap. Do me a favour and don't get me started on Aaron Ramsdale. I think the Aaron Ramsdale argument, whether he's been unfairly treated and whether he should be in goal, forget it, mate. He showed millions and millions of people, non-Arsenal fans, because I know neutrals will watch that, why he's not number one. The third goal said everything you need to know about Aaron Ramsdale's ability as an Arsenal number one. I mean, yes, it took reflection, but come on, it was going in slow motion. Just stand up and you catch that. And then to flap at it. And then, yes, you damn well you beat your hand. Damn well you beat the turf. Because that's exactly how you should look. You should look at the ground, mate, and hide your face, mate. And that's the first goal. Yes, they said that was a foul, but come on, mate. You're 6'2", and you weigh about 40 and a half stone. You push people out of the way. You push the defenders out of the way. You push Souček out of the way. You don't let him bully you like that. Because even if you foul him, it wouldn't. If you push him away, you'll get a free kick. So why do you allow Souček to bully you like that for the first goal? And Benjamin White, you and your stupid white hair, you prat. You prat. You got two players to mark, and you go and produce, and you instead of marking a West Ham player, you mark 2 of our players, and the ball, and then you score an own goal. It's unbelievable. And don't get me started on fucking Zinchenko. Please do not get me started on Zinchenko. I never ever want to see Zinchenko in an away game that I attend. Please stop it. It doesn't work, Zinchenko away from home. The 2 things that he did wrong that made me really want to go mad and what me want to strangle him. You get a diagonal ball, you see it all the way. You see it all the bloody way.
Yeah.
Right? But you don't even compete with the ball. You let Kudos get a good first touch, and then you're basically not meant to show him inside. You're meant to get him down on his right foot and make him cross the right foot. You show him inside to the extent that he walks past you. He doesn't even need to take a touch, and then he shoots straight 2-0. And then you wonder why you're getting taken off, and you're sulking. How dare you sulk? How dare you sulk after the fact that you allowed Kudos to get the ball in one motion, walk past you, not run past you, walk, and then shoot. You've got the audacity to look pissed off about these substitutes. Are you having a laugh? Are you having a laugh? I mean,
Mate, do you know what? Sorry to cut you, yeah? On that particular goal, right? Let's go to the first one very quickly. I don't know what Ben White was marking Jorginho and Havertz for, because it was three men standing marking each other, and there was one man running in. There was nowhere near any of them, and Ben White. It was almost like he'd done it on purpose.
I don't know.
The second goal, where that ball went over, Fabio Vieira jogging down the wing, just let him go all the way, ping a 70-yard diag. C-Tech Bar Simpson watches it. First touch was immaculate, but then our centre back Gabriel he was shocking today. Yeah, it was like a baby giraffe. He was on the floor and let it go through his legs.
Don't get me started on him. Don't get me started on him.
Shocking.
He was one of our best performing defenders last year. But if he keeps on playing like that, is there any wonder that we're looking at Mark Gahey? Is there any wonder why he was left out for the first few games?
Manager, mate. That's what we should be looking at.
I'm going to get to that in because he's not coming. He's not off the hook. But I've got to talk about Kai Havertz. I mean, come on, mate. Come on. This is West Ham away, mate. West Ham away. West Ham away. You've got to do better than that. For God's sake, mate. Walking around and jogging and like I said, going through the fucking motions, mate. Come on, mate. Come on. Going through the bloody motions against West Ham United. They're up for it. What's wrong with our players?
Why are they up for it, right? Their manager got the job a week after our manager. They've spent a quarter of what we've spent, right? And they've won the same amount of trophies as our manager, yeah? Right?
You tell me.
Why are they up for it, Kenny, and we're not?
Because the simple reason, if they dared perform like that, there'll be 60,000 EastEnders going on the pitch, frog marching them, and put them in the boot of their bloody cars. Our fans, you know, like don't get me wrong, I clap them off because of the reason that's what I do. But our fans are trying to say, "Oh, it's only the League Cup." If that's the League Cup, why were you guys busting a gut to get to this game? I mean, come on, mate. It's a winnable tournament. To the extent that a lot of the big teams are out. The only team that we had to worry about is Liverpool. Is Liverpool, because obviously Newcastle beat. Last time I heard Newcastle 3-0 up against Man United. Yeah, Chelsea. We know that Chelsea are a team that's in transition. I say decline. So you can't pass your nose up the trophies. I repeat what I said earlier. Since 2004, only two teams outside the top six have won this competition. Birmingham City when they beat us, and Swansea City. All the rest of the teams are the top teams. Yes, we know the League Cup doesn't bring you any money. Yes, we know that you can only get into the Europa League, but it doesn't matter. It's major silverware. Arsenal have not won silverware for 4 bloody years. We haven't won silver. So how can you suggest that it doesn't matter? It's only the League Cup because it's only the League Cup. It don't matter. You know what I mean? Of course, it fucking bloody matters.
If it doesn't matter, why are people watching it? Number one, and why are people paying and scurrying around for tickets to go to it? Not only that, right? Yeah. If we had got through tonight, we're in the quarters. We get through in the next round, and Port Vale are in it. Yeah, Everton are in it. Middlesbrough are in it. Chelsea are in it. Yeah, Newcastle are in it. Fulham are in it. They're winnable games.
Port Vale and Middlesbrough in the cup.
And if you win that, all of a sudden you're at a semi-final at Wembley. Now you've got a day out at Wembley for your fans to have something to cheer about. Yeah, in what, January or whatever it is. Yeah, you win that, now you've got a February day out. Yeah, you now win the cup. Vibes for the rest of the season. Now going on something else.
You killed it, right? Is that two guys came up to me and said some fact. One guy said to me, "You were right about Aaron Ramsdale." Because at Stamford Bridge, I had a sort of a disagreement with one guy because he was cheering for Aaron Ramsdale. Ray was making mistakes. He said, "Mate, you're 100% right about Aaron Ramsdale." The second person came up to me and said, "This reminds me of an Arsene Wenger performance." And I'm sorry, that performance is Arsene Wenger, and I'm not talking about the Arsene Wenger of that won a double and won all those trophies. I'm talking about the Arsene Wenger after 2005, where he couldn't give a toss about it, cup competitions, where he basically threw the white flag out. Like I said, after the second goal went in, the white flag went out. They didn't want to know. It was a case of, let's save ourselves from Newcastle, and then let's give Saka some match practice. The only reason why those guys came on wasn't for match practice, because he knew that he kept Trossard and Reece Nelson on, who've got no defensive mindsets. West Ham could have got about 6 today.
He's a coward,
because
Kenny.
the way they all go,
them on to hide behind the top players. Odegaard got a goal. Saka, Martinelli, and Rice.
Even so, this is on his watch. This is on his watch. He can't paper over these cracks. And one thing we need to say, and it doesn't matter. People might say it's only League Cup. We are not as good as we think we are. All this bullshit I hear about. Oh, Arsenal, we got loads of depth. Oh, the bollocks, we got depth. Bollocks, we got depth. I mean, there's even a gap between Raya and Ramsdale, and Raya's not actually world class. There's a gap between Trossard, Reece Nelson, with Martinelli and Saka, and people trying to tell us what I said.
Yeah,
and they talk about Jorginho. If they talk about Jorginho, they say, "Oh yeah, we've got a leader." Really? That was light years. That is light years from our best team. And the worst thing about it, when we have our best team, we still play crap anyway because we're a myth. We're an absolute myth. All these good performances, Sheffield United, a myth. Eddie Nketiah getting a hat-trick, a myth.
Yeah, where's his confidence boost tonight? Because he never got
exactly. We have basically been pulling the wall over a lot of people's eyes. People think because we spent £100 million on Declan Rice, £65 million on Havertz, and that we spent big money, that we're actually good. We're not a good team. We're a team that is a very athletic team. That in the league we know that we've got a lot of mileage in the tank, with a lot of gas in our veins, and then we're able to see games out or get last minute winners. But we're not playing well. This result's been coming for a long time. People think, oh, it's only League Cup. No, this is reminiscent of what we've seen this season. Every player rating I watch that I'm involved in, and the ones that I'm not involved in, you're always marking players down. When we drew against Tottenham, the fans were livid. When we beat Nottingham Forest, all people within our group, Palace. We weren't celebrating. We weren't celebrating. We were critical because we knew that those results could have gone either way because we're doing just enough.
Yeah.
And then you get the Man City game, because we beat Man City. We basically had a game plan. That Man City result was a myth. And the reason why I say it was a myth is because it was a horse's course of performance. It didn't say anything encouraging about how we developed this season. We just done what any run-of-the-mill side would have done against a team that is superior to you at every level. You put men behind the ball, you take your one chance, and then what you do is you double up on their wingers and give them nothing to go and make them come through the middle. And then when they come through the middle, you've got bodies in there. That is simple football. Spurs do it to them every season. Facts. So I don't understand why people think, no, yeah, we turned the corner. We haven't turned the corner. I was saying at the Community Shield when we won the penalties, that was a myth. I was shouted down because I said that Man City were a better team in that Community Shield game, and that it took for a deflection to change the complexion of the game. Well, right now you're seeing everything I've been saying has come to bear. I've been saying for weeks that if we do not watch out, we do not, like I said, up the tempo, change the way we play, and play with a bit more passion, that we're going to get a slapping. And the worst thing about it is we're not going to heed this warning, because you know what's happened? We're probably going to race our game against Newcastle, do enough to probably get a point and maybe sneak a win. And everyone's going to think everything's all right.
And it'll all be rosy again.
Yeah. Well, let me tell you something. 1 minute. Let me say something now. If I was Mikel, I'll sort that midfield out tomorrow. Yeah. Tomorrow. Because yesterday. You know why? That midfield is going to cost us the league. It's going to cost us in Europe. I'll tell you one thing. We're going to get turned over by a decent side that knows how to defend and knows how to attack in numbers. That will smash us. If you think that we're going to go against Liverpool at the end of next month and play like that, that will beat us 5 or 6. Trust me.
Facts. All right, listen, mate. Get them safely. Very passionate, man. I know you're very upset, like we all are. Yeah, well, I say we all, yeah, 90% of our fan base is saying it's only the League Cup, but the real ones, the proper fans,
Those fans are idiots. Those fans are
let 'em
idiots.
crack on, mate. It's only the League Cup,
Who-
but we'll
who-
win
who-
nothing.
who-
It is what it is. Listen, get on.
Yeah, but hang on
mate.
it.
Yeah, go on.
Definitely. I'll speak to you
I
later.
love you, mate.
All right, I'll
Take
see you
care.
later. All right.